Hai wa yere ende ha. Hai wa ngore ye. Hai wa yere ende ha. Hai wa ngore ye. Sango de ma twenda ne famwe ye. Hai wa muka ti ende hai wa. Sango de ma twenda ne famwe ye. Hai wa muka ti ende hai wa. Sango de ma twenda ne famwe ye. Hai wa yere ye. Hai wa muka ti ende hai wa. Wa muka ti ende ye. Muka ti ende ye yere ye. Ya muka ti ende ye yere. Wario na bukare lina vara deha. Ya Wario na bukare lina vara deha.
Welcome to this gathering hosted by the Unitarian Universalist Church of Bowling Green. Whether you are here in person or online, we are so glad you are joining us. My name is Laura McGee, and I will be your service associate today. I want to say how much I am enjoying the beautiful spring we are having. Isn't it wonderful? The rain and the sun and the rain and the sun, and everything is so green. Please set your cell phones to silent so that we can be fully present with each other in this time. We are a welcoming congregation. Whoever you are, however you identify, wherever you come from, you and whoever you love, you are welcome here. Our Sunday services are different each week so that we can honor and learn from our wide array of traditions and beliefs. Today, our speakers are the Top Crops team, Bill and Carol Greer and Jenna, and I think Alex is with us, so yeah, it's wonderful. And they will tell you more about themselves when the time comes. For Unitarian Universalists, the flaming chalice is a symbol of the light of learning and the love of our community. As our congregation's chalice is lit, we invite you to light your own chalice at home. This morning, our chalice will be lit by Amy Deputy. Please join us in singing Rise Up, O Flame, hymn 362. The words are at the front of the room. Our opening reading this morning will be given by Freya Deputy.
Howdy. Community is the spirit, the guiding light of the tribe, whereby people come together in order to fulfill a specific purpose, to help others fulfill their purpose, and to take care of one another.
Thank you, Freya. Our opening hymn today is Amazing Grace, and the words will be on the screen. We will sing the first two verses. Please stand as you are willing and able. Sorry. Each Sunday, we take a moment to review the values and the principles that connect us. This morning, we'll be reading the covenant of our congregation together. Please read with me. We promise to live in harmony and civility, with awareness, tolerance, acceptance, and celebration of our diversity. We commit ourselves to enthusiastic support of our fellowship and of the Unitarian Universalist tradition through our individual gifts and talents. Okay, so at this point, we invite the children to go for their religious exploration. So we will sing them out, in any case, with Go Now in Peace. We will now have a few moments for meditation, reflection, and prayer. The singing bowl will lead us into silence. After the silence, you are invited to join in the song Spirit of Life, which is 123 in the gray hymnal, and the words will be on the screen. Please join me for a responsive reading. For this particular reading, the words are on the screen. They're not in the hymnal. I will read the regular type, and if you would read the italic. Spirit of life, be present with us this hour.
Join us today as we gather in a wider search for truth and purpose.
In this quest, may we greet one another with open hearts and minds.
May we inspire each other to consider new questions and seek deeper meaning.
May we cultivate wisdom and compassion.
Let all who enter this sanctuary see a welcome face, hear your kind word, and find comfort in this community.
And may all that is done and said here today be in service to love and justice. As mentioned earlier, Unitarian Universalists have a wide array of beliefs, and the speakers at our Sunday services may come from many traditions. Here to share their thoughts today is the Top Crops team from our community. I'd like to give a brief introduction. Bill and Carol Greer were born and raised in Owensboro, Kentucky. They both earned electrical engineering degrees, Bill at UK and Carol at Vanderbilt. Bill retired in 2022 after over 35 years with Atmos Energy. They were high school sweethearts, and they have 3 grown children. Their daughter, Jenna, lives here in Bowling Green. Their son, John, lives in Chicago, and their son, Tucker, lives in Franklin, Tennessee. Bill and Carol will be celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary later this year. We are delighted that they will be speaking to us today about the growing food potential in community, the Top Crops Project. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, all right. We got the whole group coming up. Fantastic, wonderful. Thank you very much for having us. Not the whole group up here, because Freya Deputy is very involved in Top Crops as well, and Amy and Rod has picked a lot of mustard green in his day. So some of the Top Crops members. Now, Laura mentioned Carol and I were high school sweethearts, and one of the things that sometimes when I have a chance to speak to a group, I will mention I've got this experience of going upstairs, up in the attic, and I'm going through boxes looking for holiday decorations, Christmas decorations. And I open up a box, and all of a sudden, instead of it being a box filled with decorations, it's a box filled with yearbooks and old photographs of when I was a kid, things that my mom, Happy Mother's Day, Mom, things that, she saved over the years or I saved over the years. And I remember opening up one of these and looking at different pictures, and it's a girl back in high school that I just remember meant the absolute world to me. And then I think of how lucky I am, because it's that same girl who is down in the kitchen making lunch for Jenna, and I'm just thinking, man, I am one blessed individual, and I'm very grateful for my wife and Jenna's mom on this Mother's Day. So, thank you again for having us. Top Crops team, I want to introduce everybody who's here. Along with my wife, Carol. Carol and I founded Top Crops back in 2013. Also, this is Jenna Greer. You can say hi to everybody if you'd like.
This is my friend Alex.
And also Alex Embry. That's right. Freya Deputy, Amy Deputy, and Rod Embry as well. A few of the folks from Top Crops. Everybody else, I'm sure, is busy with their mom on Mother's Day or their family. So you've got a group of us. So I need to advance. Good. Now it's about who are we at Top Crops. So we're a year-round continuing education garden for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We focus on three things. Laura mentioned it's part of our program. We grow food, we grow potential, we grow community. Our garden's located at the WKU Ag Farm,
Which is on Nashville Road.
very good, on Nashville Road. It's 2 miles away. And at the garden, I didn't mean to advance that. Maybe, yeah, all right, we'll just stick there. That's the garden site. And I need to remember to advance this at the same time. That's a garden site, so everything happens there through the week. We're planting, we're tending the garden. We harvest on Fridays, and then we take everything, I'm going to go back one, to the community farmers market about a half a mile down the road from where the church is located. And we're selling those vegetables, those herbs. We sell flowers as well. We do that on Saturdays from 8 until about noon, because even though the market goes until 1, we are ready to eat lunch by 12 o'clock. But we're excited about this group. We're excited because they grow these fruits, vegetables, herbs. They're beneficial to the health of the community. And so it is part of what they do to give back to the community by growing these wonderful.
Well, I like to cut plants.
We like to cut plants, that's right. All right, now a little inspiration from Carol about why we started Top Crops in the first place.
All right, so we had a built-in motivation for starting Top Crops with Miss Jenna. When they start talking to you in the school system about aging out of the system at about age 14. So we had a lot of time between age 14 and 21 when you age out, a lot of time to kind of dwell on what was next. And in the early 2010s, there just wasn't a lot of opportunity beyond Special Olympics for individuals with disabilities. We saw a lot of people sitting at home who had great potential to give back to the community, to further grow themselves, further education, just do what the rest of us do. So that was, we noticed once they graduated from school, you had built-in social at school, educational, there was some vocational training, and at age 21, that just sort of stopped. So Jenna was fortunate. She had a job at Zaxby's, but we just kept thinking there needs to be more. There needs to be more.
But now I work at Meltdown.
And now you work at Meltdown. That's right. If you want good ice cream, go to Meltdown.
I work Monday and Wednesday now for the summer.
Okay.
And then I work for Camp Happy Days.
Yes, that's right.
Last year.
So we're looking at all our Special Olympics athletes thinking, okay, there has to be more. So our previous church in Tennessee had unused land that they weren't able to build on, excuse me, and they started what they called a giving garden. So they grew food specifically to give to food pantries or elsewhere where there was a food deficit. And we got to thinking, okay, there's vocational training there, healthy eating, it promotes that. It promotes being outside, getting exercise. And then if we sell at a farmer's market, then you're connecting with the greater community.
Oh, there's one more job I did is I work with Holly and Michael.
That's right. That's
Special
right.
Olympics Kentucky.
That's right. So at that point, we thought, this is what we want to do. So our oldest son and Bill and I wrote up a business plan, and we presented it to a group at Western Kentucky University. We were very fortunate to have a connection there. And lo and behold, I don't know if any of you know Jack Rudolph, but Dr. Rudolph was over the ag farm at that time, and he made us sweat for about an hour, but he gifted us with 1/3 of an acre, not ours, but just the use of 1/3 of an acre out at Western Kentucky's ag complex, not somewhere in the back, but right off Nashville Road. And it has been such a gift because it's so accessible for our gardeners. It's a highly traveled area, so people can see that we're there. So we are very grateful to Western for their gift of that. We've been there 11 years now. We are a 501c3, and we hope to continue on doing what we're doing.
All right, excellent. So what are things that we do? The first, we grow food. And think about some of the things that we plant, that we just have planted now. What some of the things that we put in the ground?
We put carrots.
I'm not picking up on that one, but hang on. Squash, zucchini, spinach,
kale.
We grow fruit. We grow blueberries. We've got we've got something called Armenian cucumbers. Wonderful. They're cucumbers about that long. They're fantastic. Yeah, it's a visual. Out of the garden. It's great fun because you can grow all kinds of things that look different. That you think about all the senses. The smell is different. The look is different. The feel, the texture is different, and yet they're wonderful. They're all just you incorporate each of them in your bodies, and just you benefit from it. A lot of analogies to me in our work. So that's some of the foods that we grow. You see a picture there of Jenna, and on the right hand side with a big tub of broccoli, we've got potatoes that are out front. We also grow potential, and it's a basic tenet of do what? We grow potential. It's a basic tenet, thank you, of top crops. And it's one of your guiding principles as well, in that every individual has value and dignity. For us, every individual has potential and value to give. That's how we phrase it. And whether it's you or me or one of our gardeners, every one of us needs a helping hand in order to reach our potential. We thought we'd be the ones giving a helping hand to the gardeners. Quite honestly, they're the ones giving us a helping hand to live a better life. No doubt about it. But it's, I'll mention, we've got crops that we grow. You think about what you see on the surface with what you grow, and I think of root crops in particular, carrots and potatoes. Yes, you see the greens on the surface, but you have to look beyond the surface. You have to look beyond what you see there. The treasure is found when you dig a little bit deeper and you harvest that carrot, you harvest that potato. And it's just amazing if you invest some time in looking beyond the surface, what you get in return. You just keep digging a little bit deeper. So some of the skills that are learned. I keep forgetting. I'm advancing this. I'm so sorry about that. It says, yes, some of the skills that are learned, certainly the gardening work that is done. And you see on the left-hand side, making holes with something called a with something called a dibbler to plant transplants or to plant seeds in the ground. Or Alex and Michael on the right-hand side, who are, Alex loves to focus at the market on presentation of products that our gardeners work so hard to produce. Other photos here, they're learning gardening skills, they're learning presentation and display skills, they're learning communication skills. The market is such a critical part of what we do at Top Crops, because that's when we get out of kind of our little isolated environment, and that's when we go out and really meet with the community. And it's not just beneficial for the gardeners, but for customers who come by our market booth week after week, and they get a chance to spend time with these young people and see what they can do, interact with them. It's beneficial for the broader community as a whole. They're learning sales skills. I guarantee you, this one is a power seller. eBay doesn't know a better seller than Jenna Greer. They just don't. And when I think of Freya and a customer comes, it's always a big hello. I mean, how can you keep walking past when you've got one of our gardeners who are just initiating a nice greeting with somebody just to get it going. They're also learning, all right, I'm keeping up now, money skills. Going to put Alex to the test here. Because it's very important for all of us to understand money skills, right? We've got to be able to, somebody says it costs $10, we need to be able to pull that out of the wallet and make sure we get the change back that we need. All right, so Alex, we're going to put you to the test. Somebody just bought $6 worth of tomatoes, okay? And they're giving you a $20 bill, all right? Now, look at that. Where do we start?
Start with 20.
You put your fingers right there.
18.
One. So let's count them up.
19.
2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
How much change do you give them? $14, absolutely. It's a simple assist to have, and Rod brought that to the market and asked us to begin using that. And we all need some accommodations in this life, don't we? We all need some ways to get things done. So they're all learning new skills. They're all gaining confidence. One of my favorite pictures is a picture of Alex pointing to a crown of broccoli that he had a big part in growing. It's been one of those guiding influences for us, is just the importance of yes, I can, and feeling that sense of accomplishment. All right, Carol, turn it over to you.
So growing community, that was a big part. Is we don't want any of our guys living in isolation. So every Saturday, you'll see the Top Crops crew most Saturdays. There are travel times at Community Farmers Market, which is located just down Nashville Road, right by the Carol Nicely Center. After hard work in the garden the day before, followed by lunch, food plays a big part in all our activities. So we always end up with lunch after harvest. This is our big opportunity to connect with the greater Bowling Green community.
We won't be there this weekend because I got a local.
I know, okay. We work on our money skills, like Bill just showed you, our social skills, our marketing skills. Like Alex is a pro at displaying, and John Michael, another gardener, likes to do that as well. And offering quality, healthy produce to our community. Some of our gardeners thrive at the market, some of our gardeners thrive at the garden, and some thrive in both areas. So we try to provide something for everybody. We also connect with the community by hosting field trips to the garden. some of our biggest field trips are Camp Happy Days, which are Bowling Green Parks and Rec.
I work with them.
Yeah, provides a free camping experience for children with disabilities in the summer. So they'll come out. They love the herbs especially. They like the textures, the smells, but we expose them to garden chores like weeding, planting, watering. So that's always a big time. And then we also have an adult group through
Med Center.
Okay, just a second. A big group of adult campers. They call it New Adventure Camp through Bowling Green Parks and Rec as well. And then they come out and kind of do the same thing. And so it's our opportunity to introduce a whole new crew to the joys of gardening. During COVID, we decided we wanted to continue gardening, and we knew that many of our gardeners were maybe a little more susceptible medically to maybe not faring well if they were to be exposed to COVID. So what we chose to do, gardening's an outside activity, so we chose to continue gardening, kind of doing what we do, and we just quit going to market for a little bit, but we took our produce to market. And the thing that's different about Community Farmers Market is they have a mission to provide local fresh produce to everyone. And so they have several, they have WIC and SNAP, a senior program, Fresh RX for new mothers. And so we were able to help them. What they couldn't sell and use for those programmings, they could actually give to those individuals during that difficult time. We've also managed to establish some good partnerships. I don't know if you all are familiar with
an arbor.
Yeah, with the Hive. Yes, that is an arbor. With the Hive, which is located just down by the, am I going the right way? The roundabout back that way. It's a community center of sorts for adults with disabilities, and it offers a social setting for continuing educational, vocational training, and then service involvement as well. It's a great place for individuals to work on personal goals in a highly supported setting with, it's a safe space, and everyone is, it's like a family. So we have partnered with them for probably 3 years or more, and one of their program director actually is usually at harvest with us on Fridays, bringing a crew, and then at market with us on Saturdays as well. And then this spring we started a partnership with the Med Center Adult Day Center, and years ago when we would go sing Christmas carols as a group to the Med Center, it was not the most active place, and that has changed greatly in the last few years with Allison Cash is now the recreation director there. So twice a month she brings a crew out to the garden, and we have a great time with those 10 or 12 individuals that have been coming out for this spring and through the summer. Another way we have connected with the community is through the United Way Day of Caring, and it also has been a crucial part of how we have physically grown the garden with the arbor that you see here. We have a pavilion for shade. That's been an ongoing issue. We have sailcloths over an area. Even our market display cases were built with United Way Day of Caring.
And Atmos.
And Atmos, Connected Nation, American Bank and Trust, Warren County Water, BGMU have all helped build our infrastructure, and we wouldn't be able to do what we do today without their assistance and generosity. We also host youth groups. WKU recreation classes come out a couple of times a year, and those strong young backs are really good at hauling compost, so we appreciate that. Sororities, fraternities, WKU Best Buddies. So we do have big volunteer work days to help when we have a lot of cleanup to do. And if you're interested in seeing lots of pictures of the garden and kind of an overview of what we do, we are on Facebook and Instagram.
But you have to be careful with Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, we do. I know, there's Alex there. You were being silly. This is really our only marketing tool beyond kind of feisty gardeners. We post mainly on Fridays and Saturdays when we have a lot going on, and to show what we're doing at the garden, and then occasionally we try to showcase the things that our gardeners do beyond the garden, and they are a very active group. We've also, if you are looking for a little longer version of what we do, PBS a few years ago did a Main Street series on the garden. I think you can YouTube it, maybe? You can YouTube it, and it kind of gives a little more history on what we do.
Okay, so a quick question for you guys, okay? What's your favorite thing, and you'll want to speak into this microphone. What's your favorite thing to do at the garden, Jenna?
My favorite thing I like to do is I like cutting.
You like cutting. You were cutting the other day, some harvesting. What were you harvesting, remember?
Kale, spinach.
Wonderful. Very good. All right, now step back a little bit. Alex, how about you? You're like the first guy at the market on Saturday mornings. You and Freya are often there very early on Saturday morning. What do you like to do at the market, or what do you like to do at the garden? What stands out?
I do a market. I like to pay money.
Okay. There you go. There you have it. Wonderful. I like it. I like some money. Okay. Very good. Well, if you have a garden at home, you know that a garden requires a lot of tending to it. While Carol rattled off a number of those who have so graciously invested their time and effort in making top crops the best it can be, we can always use more help at the garden. So if you've got a green thumb, or even if you don't, because we certainly didn't when we got this project started, if you'd like to come help out, let us know either through our Facebook page, our Instagram page, reach out to me, reach out to Carol, reach out to Amy, reach out to Freya, and we'd certainly love to have you. It's been a pleasure to speak with you and tell you a little about Top Crops. We're so enjoying it. We're so blessed to be amongst these wonderful individuals who not only are learning some things along the way, but they are teaching life lessons for anyone who has the privilege of working alongside them. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. That was positively wonderful. As Unitarian Universalists, I believe we are called to make the world a better place through how we are and what we do, and you all just told us wonderful stories about the ways that you all are doing that. It's very, very inspiring, so thank you. At this time, we'll take our offertory. This congregation and the work we do is supported by the voluntary generosity of all who contribute. The offering is a sacrament of the Free Church. You may place your donation in the plate as it comes to you or on your way out. You can also use the QR codes on the screen or donate by way of our website or mail checks directly to our office. As we enjoy the music, the offering will be given and received in grateful appreciation of our shared hopes and values.
Waves of mother
We thank you for these gifts. May we use them wisely in the service of our congregation and our community. We have some community news. We can talk about membership first. If you have questions about Unitarian Universalism or about joining our congregation, please speak with a member of our membership team or with our board president, Roxanne Spencer. Roxanne is raising her hand. Raise it again, Roxanne. And membership team members? Yes, I see several. Wonderful. Okay. You can also email our board president, Roxanne, at president@uucbg.org. Looks like we have Q&A about membership today because it's every second Sunday. We also have a news item about the potluck. Our picnic potluck on Sunday, June 2nd, will honor those people who have joined the church since last June. So I think we have coming soon, yes. So pizza and game night on Saturday, May 25th from 7 to 9. And we have a congregational meeting coming up. I encourage you, I just want to say personally from me, in my current and past leadership role in the church, I really encourage you to attend the congregational meeting on June 9th. It's an important time of the year. It's a time when we learn about sort of the state of the congregation. We learn about the results of the pledge drive, and we look forward to planning for the new fiscal year. So it's a really good time for members and also for friends who would like to know to come. Okay, next Sunday, we also have an interesting presentation. Jürgen Zionstein will talk about his year of service with the Peace Corps. So we encourage you to come to that as well. Okay, we have at this time, I think we have the final hymn. Yes, We'll Build a Land. And it's in the gray hymnal. So also words on the screen. Yeah, please stand.
Good.
We have a final reading, and so I invite Freya Deputy to come up and give us our final reading.
And so I say is a store of faith and hope and love. I say it is our need for one another that binds us together, that brings us laughing and limping into relationships, and keeps us at it when we otherwise might despair at the fix we are in. I say it is the holy we need, the eternal beyond our comprehension, and one day, in one place we shall find it, is here, working and worshiping together, and I say there is a transcendent value worthy of our loyalty upon which we may set our hearts, and it is its divine manifestation is love.
Thank you. We now bid farewell to those who have joined us online. We hope you found this service meaningful, and we invite you to join us again, either in person or online. Be well and go in peace.